KZMB All Zombie Radio.
Hey, we're back for another episode of the Limited Series Lounge. Where have we been, you might ask? I don't know. Asleep? Um, um, Takira is coming eventually. She just texted me and said she's still watching the episodes. Okay, so because I've been out of commission for the last couple of weeks, and for that I apologize. Honestly, it slipped my mind, and I have not officially announced this on social media, and I will not for a couple weeks yet. But I'll give you a live update here about my personal life. I have pregnancy brain. What? Yeah. So that's happening. So wild thing that's going on for me, but it's made me dumb. So I apologize. I've just missed things. One weekend was just my birthday, and so I just went out for dinner. And I didn't even think twice about it. I just went out for dinner. I was like, yeah, of course I'm gonna go have fun. And then I came home and I was like, oh my God, I forgot I was supposed to go live. And the week before, I don't know, I was just sitting on the sofa talking to my husband. So I'm just sorry. It's pregnancy brain. The baby is eating all accessible energy. So I apologize. Um Again, you just keep that to yourself. I'm gonna announce that publicly in a couple weeks. Just haven't yet. But uh I'm not. I was gonna announce at 20 weeks, so that's why. Anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about the show. So Takira will join us in a little bit. Um, I see that someone is here, so it looks like we are officially live and it's running. I just want to make sure. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So we are going to go through episodes 2, 3, and 4 this evening of Over the Garden Wall to get us caught back up to the point that we were supposed to be at this week. And for that, again, I apologize. Totally my fault. So the episode titles that we are covering this evening are episode 2, Hard Times at the Huskin Bee, which is written by Bert Yoon, Aaron Reiner, and Patrick McHale. That episode originally aired November 3rd, 2014, which you'll notice is the same episode air date as the first episode because, again, they were airing two of them in a block. They're super short. They're like 8-minute episodes. They're like the shortest episodes. And the ratings for that were 1.19 because, again, the ratings were lumped together with the first episode. For episode 3, entitled Schooltown Follies, this was written and storyboarded by Jim Campbell and Laura Park. This aired the following night. So these all aired in a week. November 4th, 2014. This received slightly higher ratings at 1.24. And then episode 4, the last one that we'll be covering this evening, was entitled Songs of the Dark Lantern. That was written and storyboarded by Pendleton Ward, Bert Yoon, and Steve McLeod. And that was again dropped November 4th, 2014, and shares the same ratings as episode 3. I did go back and find the blog that we looked at last time, the revisiting fiction.home.blog blog from 2020 that we looked at during the last episode coverage, because I thought it'd be nice to have like a continuous like line of thought out of the author. I did also stumble upon um a scholar's archive from BYU. Um, it is it's a TV show review specifically focused on episode 2, written by Olivia Noli. Just kind of an interesting concept. So anyway, we'll touch on that too because I just why not? We'll touch on all of it. Um, I thank you, anyone who is here, for being here. I'm so appreciative. I'm sorry I've been so, you could call me lackadaisical, I suppose. about going live. I apologize. We were pretty stringent about it for a long time, and honestly, it just kind of gets to be like a lot, where it's like you're that night of your week is always taken up, and I really enjoy this, but other stuff is going on in life, so it's like it's kind of hard to maintain. But I appreciate you all for sticking in here with us, and I'm so sorry. Let me just throw my phone away so it stops going off. Um, I just appreciate you being here with us, and we will jump in now to talk about Over the Garden Wall. All right, so Over the Garden Wall, episode 2 review. There are 3 different articles written for this, so we are going to go through all 3 because we're covering 3 episodes. So we're gonna roll through. Um, and you know what? Actually, I'll give you a chance. Chat, do you want to stop and do like one episode at a time, or do you want to just put it all together? You can share in the chat right now if you're interested. Either way. All right, this was written October 3rd, 2020. And again, I have no author's name. The blog is entitled Revisiting Fiction, and it's in a category entitled Overthinking Animation. In episode 2 of Over the Garden Wall, Wirt and Greg meet a talking bluebird and stumble into the land of the dead. This show is weird. Wirt's voice was bothering the heck out of me last episode, so I checked out the voice cast. Wirt is voiced by Elijah Wood, and the woodsman was Christopher Lloyd. Now I can finally move on without that nagging feeling at the back of my head. Over the Garden Wall is playing with my paranoia. One minute, I'm utterly terrified for Wirt's life, and the next, I feel foolish for fearing these pumpkin wearing skeletons and bad for judging them. Is this supposed to be a don't judge a book by its cover message? Regardless, I'm starting to wonder if this show is the type where everything creepy and untrustworthy is actually harmless and vice versa. Beatrice, the bluebird Greg saves in a bush in exchange for a favor in fairy tale type fashion, is a cute little bluebird who keeps suggesting that Greg leave Wirt. Why does Beatrice want Greg to leave Wirt? Did he say or do something that made her mad, or is she just like this with everyone she is in honor bound to help? She's the clever animal companion that helps the heroes on their journey by telling them exactly what they should do. However, as often with these sorts of stories, the hero never listens until the third time the animal proves that they know more than the human. Multiple times, Beatrice advises the boys to leave Potts Field, and multiple times they ignore her, only to end up doing a couple hours of manual labor for the crimes of trespassing and such. Admittedly, that ended up being more of a time waster than an actual problem. So how much can she be trusted is still up in the air. I'm suspicious of Beatrice, but welcome her addition to the party. Her sass will be appreciated. There's also the matter of Adelaide and good woman Beatrice. Adelaide, the good woman Beatrice wants to take the boys to see, claiming that she can get them home. The Good Woman sounds very much like Glinda the Good Witch, and I'm wondering if this show is going to lean into that at all. Will the Good Woman be as benevolent as Glinda, or will she be a creepy subversion like everything else in the show? Why did I ask that when I probably already knew the answer? Word is either dead, close to death, or fated to die soon, isn't he? Pottsfield is like the land of the dead in that way. Skeletons walk, talk, and dance here, once dug up from their unmarked graves, and make it rather clear that they are dead and not some random skeletons that just came into being. Repeatedly throughout the episode, the skeletons keep saying to Wirt how Wirt isn't, quote, ready to join them just yet, and how Wirt will join them soon. They never really say any of that stuff to Greg or Beatrice. Um, Okay, sorry, there was like a typo in this. A they were dead all along kind of twist wouldn't be too surprising for this type of show. Also, just a little thing, not very important, but what the heck is Enoch? All the rest of the Pottsfield citizens seem to be regular human skeletons. So what is Enoch? Great question. Great question. Do I have an answer? Not really. Um all right, we didn't get a response in the chat about what to do. So I'm going to go ahead and just roll through the rest of the articles. Um, and then we will come back and kind of talk about all 3 of these episodes all at once. I'm going to move over to this BYU article. It's not even really an article. It's very short, written by Olivia Noley. for their children's book and media review. All right. Um she so what she did was she um describes like all of the details, right? So the title, the main performers, which are Elijah Wood, Colin Dean, and Melanie Linsky, as we know, the fact that it was on Cartoon Network, that Olivia herself is the one reviewing, what the season number is, what the episode is, the air date, the rating, which is TVPG. She does mark the interest level and she puts intermediate and young adult, which seems fitting for something like this. And then she rates it as outstanding. Oh, we've got Takira here. Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hold on, let me see something.
Okay. Okay. We're doing headphones. That's smart.
How
Smart
do I
thinking.
sound?
Good, actually.
Okay, good.
Good. Yeah, great. I love that. Okay, excellent. That'll stop some of that weird reverby stuff we get sometimes too, which is awesome. Thank you.
Mm.
Okay, so I just read the blog post for episode 2 and I'm going into an article from a BYU student about article 2, and then I'm going to do 3 and 4, and then we'll just kind of talk about the episodes as a whole, because I'm assuming you and I both watched them back to back, which is exactly what I did, and I'm assuming it's what you did. And
Mhm.
so we'll just kind of talk about them as like a cohesive piece instead of separately. All right. Hard Times at the Huskin Bee is the second 12-minute chapter of Over the Garden Wall. Having taken the woodsman's directions, Wirt and Greg are heading up the path in search of a town. The town is apparently empty until they find a bunch of people dressed up as pumpkins while hay dancing. Wirt and Greg are sentenced to a few hours of manual labor for trespassing and trampling a couple of pumpkins. After helping with the harvest, they are instructed to start digging. A bird that has been following them, Beatrice, suggests that they are digging their own graves, which makes sense after Greg digs up a skeleton. Beatrice picks the locks on the boys' chains and they start to escape, but Wirt is left behind. He watches as two skeletons crawl out of the holes and put on new pumpkins, revealing that all the people in the town are actually just skeletons. The large leader offers to let them stay, but Wirt says no and quickly runs to the woods where Beatrice and Greg are waiting. This episode is extremely weird. The residents of Pottsfield claim that no one ever leaves town. And then in the end, the leader says that everyone comes to Pottsfield to stay eventually. Not only is this a weird episode about the afterlife, but since everyone in town is revealed to be skeletons, this means that the giant who's the leader of the town must also be a skeleton. The story has a sweet ending as everyone in town gathers to welcome the newest members, even though this welcome is at the site of their graves. In this episode, Wirt no longer monologues. However, Greg is just as charming as ever since he has no idea what is going on. When Greg digs up the skeleton, he announces it by saying he has dug up buried treasure. The whole time, Greg is holding onto his frog, and each episode he tries to find a name for it. Greg's outlook on life makes the festival and harvest seem more like country traditions than a Halloween haunting. That was kind of a cute. That was kind of cute. Good way to go, Olivia. That's cute. That's cutesy. Oh my gosh, did I lose the blog? How the heck did that happen? Oh, I opened it in a separate window. Duh. Okay. All right. Okay, so episode 3's review was written on October 8th of 2020, and we'll just jump in. In episode 3 of Over the Garden Wall, Greg, Wirt, and Beatrice land in some strange musical with clothes-wearing animals being taught in a financially struggling schoolhouse whose teacher's fiance has run off, and it's just weird, yet strangely delightful. What world have I fallen into? No, seriously, what is this? If the main characters weren't the same, I'd think I'd put on the wrong show. Gorillas, schoolhouses for animals, financial ruin, romantic misunderstandings. What are these people's lives? This has the last episode beat in weirdness. Some school teacher out in the middle of the forest is teaching animals, not anthropomorphic animals, common everyday animals, wearing clothes to read and write. No reason why other than her father dumped all his money into this idea and can't back out. She's also grappling with her lover having up and left her 3 days ago, while also being followed by a gorilla. Yeah, I figured the gorilla was just her boyfriend in a costume the moment I saw it, which was the only thing I guessed right in this entire episode. Its design was just too cartoonish compared to all the other animals. Greg's potatoes and molasses song really, really reminds me of animal crackers in my soup from that Shirley Temple movie, Curly Tops, especially when Greg is dancing and singing while walking down the room. Weirdness aside, the highlight of this episode is Wirt and Beatrice's passive aggressive war. Hurt that Beatrice keeps insulting him, kind of rightly, calls him a pushover. Wirt goes about the episode doing as he's told by others to prolong their journey and tick off Beatrice. I love passive aggressively annoying people who deserve it. Are they in the Midwest? Beatrice says cheese and crackers. And honestly, I've never heard anyone still use that expression out of people who came from very rural or Midwestern areas. Or maybe Beatrice just likes to use old sayings. Also, that black turtle came back for a split second. Do all turtles in this world look the same, or is it the same turtle following them? I don't think I'd like it if it was the same turtle. That thing turned a dog into a horrifying beast whose eyes still haunt my nightmares. Depending on how this goes, Schoolhouse Follies might be my comfort episode I return to when something inevitably scars me. And then for episode 4, this was written October 10th, so 2 days later in 2020. In episode 4 of Over the Garden Wall, we finally get some plot rolling. First and foremost, I'm an idiot. Adelaide is a person, not a place. Oops. On their way through the woods, our main characters come across a creepy tavern that Beatrice says they should go in to ask for directions. I found this odd, as Beatrice usually stays the heck away from creepy crap. I flipped that. The tavern does end up being pretty harmless, though, just full of character archetypes that like to sing about their stock character types. The Highwayman song was especially unique. The animation is amazingly fluid while also being incredibly terrifying, so it managed to capture the animation style of the old Betty Boop cartoons perfectly. At least, I hope that's what the creators were going for. Upon mentioning the beast, Wirt gets a front row seat to a song about the beast itself, and boy is it informative. The beast apparently turns people into oil trees to keep his lantern lit. Does that mean that all the trees the woodman has been chopping down and turning into oil were people? Oh, they were, weren't they? I still don't believe that the woodsman is the main villain of the story, especially since we actually catch the silhouette of the beast and hear him gleefully taunting the woodsman. Something happened with the woodsman's daughter. Her soul is now trapped in the lantern. I take it, and if the light ever goes out, so does her soul. But why does the beast want the lantern? I can't imagine it's just to torment the woodsman and to gain control over the daughter's soul. I find it interesting that as soon as Wirt tries to be something he's not, the role of a pilgrim destined to make his own way in life, he makes things worse. He jumps to the conclusion that Beatrice is being turned into an oil tree and attacks the woodsman, nearly starting a forest fire. Somehow, I think this is just going to ruin everything. Why are you listening to people who abide by very strict character archetype rules? Thank goodness Frank the horse talks. I was getting really worried that Beatrice was actually the odd one out, and animals really aren't supposed to be talking in this creepy musical forest. Okay. That's it. That's all of it. Thank you again to Revisiting Fiction. We don't know who you are, but thank you for your service. Okay, so I did want to look into some of the voice actors for this episode. Because I wanted to see like who are these other people? You know, like we know obviously we know Elijah Wood, Colin Dean's in it, Melanie Linsky, but like who are the other people? Apparently the pumpkin gal is how she's referred to is Noreen DeWolf. Who was in Anger Management, the TV series, Ghosts of Girlfriend's Past, The Backup Plan, etc. Good Girls. She's in 10 episodes of Good Girls as Crystal. And then Enoch, who is terrifying, is voiced by Chris Isaac. That's right.
Wait, why do I know
Chris
that name?
Isaac from Twin Peaks.
Oh, that's why I know that name.
Also, well, he's been in a ton of stuff. So he was Special Agent Chester Desmond in Twin Peaks: The Missing Pieces. He was in an episode of Hot for in Cleveland. I don't know if you ever watched that show. I definitely have. He voiced someone in Adventure Time. He did a voice for the Cleveland Show. He was in an episode of American Dad. Um, he was in his own show called The Chris Isaak Show. He played Roy Orbison in the TV series American Dreams. He was in an episode of Ed. I don't know if you remember that show. But also, he's a musician. That's like what he's really known for. um anyway, so yeah, so it was just kind of an interesting choice. Enoch is horrifying in every way, shape, or form. And when I told you guys that this show weirded me out and I still had very distinct memories of it, it was Enoch. I couldn't remember what the twist was. I just knew that something weird happened in that town. And yeah, they were dead. That's what it was. They were all
It was
dead.
the Sixth Sense.
Yeah, basically. It was weird. It was super weird. So all right, let me just take a look at the cast for the other episodes, okay, really quickly, and then we'll just kind of talk about like what did you think? Was it super weird? Of course it was. All right. So Miss Langtree was voiced by Janet Klein. Let's see. She hasn't done really much else. She was the ukulele gal in a video called Learn How to Play Tonight You Belong With Me. And then she also did a voice for Adventure Time, which obviously makes sense because there's a connection between Adventure Time and the show. Old Man Langtree, so her dad is Sam Marin. And Sam Marin has been in a lot of stuff too. So again, Adventure Time, obviously. He was also Benson and Pops and Muscle Man in regular show. Which it's a great show. If you haven't watched it, you really should. It's very funny. He was also in an episode of Gravity Falls, which, as you know, I love. And then Jimmy Brown, the boyfriend, the fiance, is played by none other than Thomas Lennon, who
Oh,
you may know famously from Reno 911. What? Why? I don't know, but I enjoyed it. So weird use of him. He was in it for like 2 seconds, but great. And then for episode 4, there's quite a few more people. Obviously, we see Christopher Lloyd's character back again, the woodsman. The Beast is voiced by Samuel Ramy, who known for like some unusual work here. Like one of his top credits is that he was in the music department uncredited for Manchester by the Sea, the film. Just kind of some weird credits. Like did a voiceover for Macbeth, was in Don Giovanni the TV movie. It's like kind of some weird acting credits that he's got. The Fred the Horse was voiced by Fred Stoller. He's quite famous. He is like 100% of that guy. Just go look up Fred Stoller right now and you'll be like, oh yeah. But he was in Dumb and Dumber. He was in I'm trying to look for like some of his bigger ones. He was in one episode of Rick and Morty, but that's not really what you would know him for. Yeah, let's see. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He did some voiceover acting for that. He was in I'm like trying to get to the older stuff because he was in like stuff in the 90s.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, yeah. Obviously everybody loves Raymond. He's got like a very distinct voice. Like I can hear his voice in my head now at like Not even as his character, just like in general.
Yeah.
He was also on Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. He was Mr. Lowe. He was in an episode of My Name Is Earl, but who hasn't been? You know what I mean? Like I may have been in an episode of My Name Is Earl, you know. Yeah, so he's been in a ton of stuff. He was in Scrubs, he was in Joan of Arcadia. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh, he played God when God was a pizza delivery driver in that show. He was in 6 Feet Under, which is like a critically acclaimed TV show. Judging
Wait,
Amy.
he was in the Change Up.
Girl, he's that guy. He was in everything. He's been in Friends. He's been in Dharma and Greg. He's been in he was in the Hughleys. In the Hughleys? Really? As a man named Fred. I don't know who that is, but he was there. He was in King of Queens, Diagnosed Murder. I mean,
Animal.
Yeah, he's been in a ton of stuff. He is really, yeah. Again, they got like these hard-hitting people. These hard-hitting people for these wild tasks and 2 lines.
Hi, India.
2 lines. 2 lines. Hi, India. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Neither.
Yeah.
Think dark comedy cartoon. I don't really know how else to creepy weird cartoon. But not super scary. I don't know. Cuz you could let the girls watch this. They might be this is weird, but you could definitely let them watch it. It would be fine. We are doing well. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here.
I hope you're doing well as well. I got 1 hour and 32 minutes of sleep, so you have to excuse me.
I know, girl. We're not gonna go on long. We're gonna wrap this up so we can wrap it up for Kira to go to bed. All right. So another person who provided various voices, because obviously there was a lot of voice acting in this one. This is one of the heavier ones. Is Frank Fairfield. He was in some soundtracks. Really for acting, it's just been Over the Garden Wall. And then Jaron Paxton is the Highwayman. He was in Over the Garden Wall, as well as he again did soundtrack work for Arena. That's it. It's really his only credit. And then the Tavern Keeper, who sounded so much like Betty Boop. I'm so glad that blog mentioned that. Because it was okay, so there were let me just wait. Remind me of this later. So much like Betty Boop is played by Audrey. I hope I'm not gonna mess this up. Wazalewski. I don't know if you know her. You do, Takira, because she was in Charmed.
Who the wait, who what who?
Hold on. I gotta find it for you. I gotta find the character name. Because I cannot remember the character name off the top of my head. But yeah, she was in Charmed. I gotta scroll so far back. We gotta get into the 2000s. She was in the later seasons of Charmed. And she was a what are they called? The Guardians or whatever?
She was a white lady?
Yes, she was a white lady.
I wonder if she was the white lady I hated.
Yes, you did hate her. I guarantee it. I guarantee you hated her. Why can I not find it? Natalie.
Yep.
Now it's set she's only credited with 1 episode, but Natalie was in that show more than once.
Yeah, she had to be in there. Yeah.
Remember? Because she they don't even, she doesn't even get lines later, but they show her, when there's when the White Lighters are getting attacked or whatever in heaven, and they show her then.
Wow.
Anyway, I mean, this I'm pulling back really far in my memory, but she is when we're talking like about that guys, like this is a that girl. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She's been in so much stuff over the years. I guarantee you recognize her because she's been in like everything you can think of. She's been in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. She's been in High Potential, which is a new show and also is great.
I
Have you been
watched that.
watching it?
Yeah.
It's so good. I didn't finish season 1, so don't spoil it for me, but I'm
No,
so
I didn't
excited that
either.
season 2 is out. Season 2 started already? Yeah, it did.
Mm-hmm. It did.
I'm so excited. Okay,
We were watching it like week to week, and then we fell off.
it's good. It's good. Honestly, we could cover that instead of Found.
Mm.
I'm just saying. If that's what the people want, we could. We could cover that instead because I've been thinking about this. Like limited series lounge is super fun and I really do like this, but I'm like, I don't know if this is sustainable because we don't give ourselves any breaks really with I mean, obviously I didn't show up for 2 weeks, but really we don't give ourselves any breaks with this because it's like it just keeps rolling. So, I was thinking I'm like, do we want to do something like a fall, like fall spring seasons
Mm-hmm.
and then like take breaks in between and then come back for summer and do limited series lounge during summer as like a summer exclusive thing.
I need to also just m- remember to kind of tell you things I'm watching because sometimes the things I'm watching or are interested in watching, you're either watching
Yeah, we don't even
or
talk about it.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I digress. Let's get back to this. We can talk about all of that at the end. Okay.
Mhm.
So Audrey was also in oh my goodness. NCIS Los Angeles. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, that's right. She voice acted for it.
Oh.
Yep, I know. Young Sheldon. Um
Wait,
she
what?
played she played Joanne. I don't know.
One minute.
Think about it. She was also in episodes of Good Girls. She played Jenny. She was also a voice actor for Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is just weird. Weird.
I, f-
She was in
I feel
911.
like somehow I remember her in Good Girls, but don't, if that makes sense.
That's fair.
Like you said, she's in Good Girls, and I'm like, she is in Good Girls. But who
She
is she?
I know. She was in Criminal Minds. She was in Ghosted. She was in Lethal Weapon, the TV show. You've also watched that. Um, she was a voice actor for Horizon Zero Dawn: The Frozen Wilds. She was in Disjointed, which was a really great next Netflix show that I believe got canceled. She was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She was in Oh, she was in Horizon Zero Dawn, the main one as well. I didn't realize that. She was in I mean, like, I could keep going. She was in Fallout 4, the video game. Like, she's got stacked credits. Super stacked credits. She played the tavern keeper, so obviously this like Betty Boop like character that I really enjoyed. And then the hay wagon ride driver who keeps yelling, "The beast is upon me." Um is also played by Sam Marin, which totally makes sense because that voice was so Pops from regular show coded. I even describe it to you. But anyway, okay, so that was pretty much it for these episodes. So these episodes, like user review wise, are rated really high. Like I said, critically, this did well. The ratings have continued to go up. So it was 1.19 for the first night of airing, and the second night of airing, it goes up to 1.24. It doesn't stay up for the entire run of the show. And again, I'm telling you from experience, this was a hard show to watch because of the way that they did this programming. They released it all in 1 week. They aired 2 episodes a night for 5 days. You had no idea when the show was coming on. They promoted the heck out of it because I do remember that. I do remember seeing the commercials, which is the only reason that I saw it because I DVR'd it. Otherwise, I remember
Mhm.
looking at the DVR and being like, all of these aired already? Like, because it aired back to back and I wasn't expecting it because who would expect that out of a cartoon? So, all right. India says, okay, India, I'm going to come back to your comments later. And yes, Melanie Linsky, is in Yellow Jackets. Yes, correct. Oh, I love your mug. Love your mug. Way to throw some credit over to Squawking Dead there. I like it. Okay, so Takira, I dragged you into this situation. How are you feeling about it?
I mean, I was laughing at it. Like, I think I laugh at every episode, and I don't know if you noticed, but that's very important to me in pretty much anything that I'm watching.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, you want to have fun. You want to be
Yeah,
miserable. I mean, we weren't cackling at The Walking Dead, but it did have great moments of
moments. Yeah.
comedy to relieve the tension of the rest of the episode, which
Mhm.
is, yeah, it's important. It's important. Same thing with From, right? From is like a terrifying and horrific show that's brutal, but there are moments of comedy that allow for that
Mhm.
release. Yeah.
Even, like, sometimes moments that I'm not supposed to be laughing at, I'm
Well, I
laughing.
mean, stop it, Boyd. Just stop.
But other than that, like, now I find myself thinking about, like, it's so crazy because, you know, I think every few minutes we're calling the show weird,
Mhm.
but it's so funny how it keeps certain elements of just normal everyday life. Like, yeah, my brain's not working, so names are
That's okay.
escaping me completely. The little brother running off and
Greg.
disappearing again.
Yep.
And then this time, the brother's like, whatever.
He does not care. He does not care about his brother. He's like, well, I guess. Well, have fun.
And then, like, the bird was being like a word that I don't want to use.
That's fair. She was.
She really was.
She
I
was
was
being a real
like,
bee.
what is happening?
B is for Beatrice.
Um, but it's like, how in 11 minutes do you have all these different elements?
It's crazy. It's only on for a couple minutes, but so much story happens. It's such a short period of time.
Mhm.
It's wild. I mean, it's really enjoyable. It's the casting alone. Like you take a look at the casting, you're like, okay, we like stacked this to the nines with people,
Yeah,
which is crazy. But then on top of that, like the writing is really good. And now watching this for a second time, there's all these nods to things that I didn't catch when I was younger. So like
right.
the blog that I read, will you I know you ain't in here messing up my stream right now. Uh-uh. Get out. Get out. Get out. I forgot how to get rid of it. Hold on. There it is. Hold on, hold on. Let me delete this annoying thing. Bye. Okay. All right. Sorry, I had to block it. Um so yeah, so I'd watched this before, but there were things I didn't catch. And maybe I was too young, but probably not because I knew about all these things when I was younger. It's just that like I just had more time to think about it this time. So the first thing being the potatoes and molasses, which is like what a ridiculous song. Um it is catchy though. I'll give Greg that. It is quite catchy. I don't want to eat molasses on potatoes because I don't like molasses, but to each their own. I will just eat like a plain plate of mashed potatoes though. I'm gonna want some seasoning and butter, but like I'll eat them either way. You know what I mean?
So I was just telling this that was gonna come out so weird. You know, like Copilot?
Yeah.
So I was trying to look for a recipe for mashed potatoes and it was giving me like all this crap and I had to stop and go, no, let me explain something. I need lumpy mashed potatoes and it can even still have skin.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. And because I usually don't like lumpy things or food like with
Mhm.
bits of things in it. So it just kind of threw off what the AI already knew about me. But yeah, mashed potatoes, whatever. You don't feel
Girl,
like peeling them? Don't peel them. I
you
don't
don't
care.
have to. It's not required. They're
Right.
excellent either way.
Mhm.
Um, I did think of animal crackers in my soup from Curly Tops. Now, the reason I thought about it is because I um I call her my niece. She's not actually blood kin to me, but I call her my niece. And we have been watching old musical songs. It's not just because like I want to give her something that she can watch that I feel comfortable with her watching that isn't like hyperactive television, right? Like so
Mhm.
when we're together we watched, old musicals. So I would just pick songs. Like it would just be on YouTube. So it'd be like stuff from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, um like Mary Poppins, stuff like that. And so I showed her Shirley Temple and she really liked that song. So we listened to it a lot. We watched that video a lot. The animal crackers in my soup. And the thing is with that scene, it's very similar because the headmaster is like the headmistress is playing the piano and she's facing like away from Shirley, and Shirley is turned and she's singing up and down the row of tables with to all the kids. And then also the person who's like the head of the orphanage or whatever comes in at that time and is like super mad. It's like the same scene. It's just in a weird cartoon for some reason. Um, and then the other thing that they mentioned was the Betty Boop like character that is the tavern keeper.
Mhm.
And it's like she was doing a Betty Boop voice, like the
Yeah.
song that she sings at the end, and she does the little like thing. It's like it's all Betty Boop. She's like even kind of modeled after her, like the wide face, the dark hair. So I just thought it was really interesting that it's like these older elements that were brought in, and for what reason?
Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about.
All right, lay it on me.
The damn lady that started randomly talking about her boyfriend leaving her.
That killed me. The A is for apple. I I could not. And then she
Wait,
gets to the end and she's like, "Why? Why did it
what?
happen?" Or what? I was like, "What is happening?"
Is this the same lady? Because
It was so
my
funny. No, it wasn't. It wasn't
it
the same
wasn't,
actress.
right? Yeah,
Mm-mm.
okay.
Hilarious though. And I cannot. It was so funny to me. It
I
was so funny.
wish I recorded or took a picture of my face
It just kept
with
going. That was the best part is that she just kept going. Like there to learn and she's just singing about how her fiance left her. Oh my Jimmy. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
what?
And then on the flip side, I was cackling because now she was being mean to the bird, and I was like, "Oh, payback."
Yeah, basically. Um, so India, you've left a couple comments. I want to come back to some of them at the end, just because I want to get through these episodes first. But I really want to talk about some of the stuff you're bringing up. Um, and I just want to say, because you said this show sounds like something I want to check out. These episodes are so short. You could binge watch this in one evening with little to no effort. They
Mhm.
are 12 minutes or less, and there are only 10 of them. So you could do it it's the length of a movie. It basically.
Mhm.
So you could sit down and watch them tonight if you wanted. It's very short. So if you want, if you want to watch it, it's on Hulu. It's also on Disney Plus right now at the moment, I believe. I don't know. I watched it on Hulu. Um
I watched it on Hulu too.
I keep seeing that it's on HBO Max, but it is not that I can find.
I keep checking and it's not there.
Yeah, it keeps saying that like and I don't know. I don't know where that's coming from, but anyway. So if you wanted to, it would be a really quick watch. So like don't feel like you need to stop watching something else to watch it. You really don't. It's so fast.
I had to because we went to get the stuff that you write on the cake with,
Icing.
but like the little teeny it's
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
little
the little gel icing things, yeah.
yeah. And then we're doing a bridal shower at work tomorrow, so I wanted to get like coffee because on a weekend our coffee cart is not open for us.
Oh.
So I got like the cold coffees that's already pre-made and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
And like a cinnamon cake because everyone's baking and I don't have time to bake because
Nah,
I was
girl.
at work today.
Nah, girl.
And when I got home, I had 26 minutes to watch these episodes, and I only went a few minutes over.
Yeah, you weren't that late, honestly. You were not that late. I do want to mention, I'm going to mention, this has nothing to do with the episodes. You just brought up bridal shower, and so I want to mention this like cute idea. And I've done this for people before, and it's actually quite cost effective. So I'm just going to lay it out there. Obviously, too late now, but like just so you know for the future. So in the South, there's a tradition for women who are getting married called a pounding. I know. Why is it called that? It sounds horrible. But what it means is to provide a woman with a pound of household like essential ingredients to head into their
Oh.
married life with. So it's like to stock your pantry. So I've done it before, and what I've done is like instead of because it used to be that that would be your party, and like everybody would bring you like a pound of flour, a pound of sugar, a pound, and that would be your gifts. But what I do is I buy like a little wooden crate, and then I put like a pound of flour, a pound of sugar, a pound of like a couple different like essentials, like a bottle of oil, those kind of things. You can buy a lot of the stuff at the Dollar Tree, so it's like
Mhm.
it's very cheap. And then I usually pick up like cake pans and stuff like that and put that in there with it. And so that's like a really cute like little bridal shower idea.
That is
That's
so cute.
and then I explained to them why that was a tradition that existed,
Mhm.
in the South. My mother-in-law wanted to throw me one when I got married, and I laughed hysterically over the name. Because why? A pounding. Anyway.
I'm pounding. I would
Makes
love
sense
to
once you know what it is, but it's
yeah.
ridiculous.
I would love to tell the lady that was, like, organizing it because she organizes all the parties and,
Mhm.
like, when someone's gonna go have a baby or they're gonna go get
Yeah,
married, she
that's
tries to
sweet.
do stuff like this.
That's sweet. Well, you can let her know. That it's a
Yeah.
crazy name, but that is a really cute and cute and nice and cost effective idea. So you're not like spending a ton of money. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right. So I just have to say, I watched the show when it came out. I'm watching it again now. It stands the test of time. Honestly, you could watch this at any point in your life, and I think it's
Yeah.
still going to be funny. Um, it's goofy, it's silly, it's weird in like the best possible way. It's a little bit creepy, again in a great way because it's like not actually ever really creepy. It's always like, well, what was that about? Um, the beast is terrifying. I'll give you that. That's a demon. That's a demon in the woods. That is a demon. That's the demon from Insidious, as far as I'm concerned. That thing's got a red and black face. I see it when I close my eyes in the shower. Um, I can't- Sometimes when I'm washing my face, I have to rinse my face off really quickly to open my eyes again, just to make sure that it's not there. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's giving for me. I'm not okay with it. Not okay with it. I don't like it. Why are you trapping souls in lanterns? Who are you? Who are you? Who do you think you are? I don't care for you.
At all.
No. No. All right. There's not much else to say about this. Do you have anything else that you want to share? Has Richie been watching this still? Is he like this is weird, or is he just like
So,
I'm doing other things now?
he just wasn't able to today because I was
Okay.
in such a rush that I
Yeah.
started on my phone,
Yeah.
like, as soon as we got to the door, I, like,
Sure,
turned it
sure.
on my
Yeah.
but otherwise, yeah, he would've been.
Okay. All right. I'm just curious. I like to get his read on it. You just never know. You just never know where he's going to be at with stuff.
His
All
only
right.
input today was, "Are you watching a ridiculous cartoon?" And then he, like,
Without me?
thought about it and he went, "Oh, I know what you're watching."
Oh. Love that. All right. So, yeah, there's not much else to say about it. It was fun. We'll continue on. We'll probably go a little deeper into next week's episode. I'm just glad that the plot is like chugging along now. There's
Mhm.
like more to it now, which is fun. Because
That
there's
was
not many
another
episodes left.
thing. I didn't think there would be very much continuity to it, but it's
There
nothing but
is.
continuity. Yeah.
Yeah, there is. It's always a little bit weird for cartoons with continuity. Um yeah, it was one of those things that like I enjoy when a cartoon has continuity,
Me
but it's
too.
infrequent often.
Yeah.
You know, you think back to like our childhood, like watching The Simpsons, like nothing, there's no continuity with that. I mean, there was as we got older, obviously, with like things like Maud Flanders dying and stuff, but like the kids are in the same grade every year. They wear the same clothes every day.
This conversation literally finally answered the question of why I'm not a cartoon person. Like,
It's
I
because the
never
plot
really
doesn't move
had
forward.
too much of an explanation, and I always thought it was the animation, except now there are animes that I, like, am obsessed with,
Mm,
so it's not the animation, but this conversation is telling me there's no plot.
yeah. Well, I don't enjoy sitcoms that do the same thing.
Right.
Like a sitcom that resets every episode is not fun to me. I want there to be a
Yeah.
storyline. Yeah, it can be stupid, it can be goofy, it can be like ridiculous, but I want there to be some sort of storyline to follow. I want there to be a through line.
That's why New Girl is queen.
I mean, I've watched so much New Girl. Anyway, I've watched it so many times. It's good. It's good all the way through. Okay, so India, I'm gonna get back to your comments now. And thank you for commenting, but I just wanted to wait. So, okay. So India's like brought up so many shows. Okay, hold on, India. Hold on. Okay, so India said she asked if we had heard about the new NBC cheer comedy called Stumble coming in November, and I have not.
I haven't either.
Um, I don't know how I would feel about it. I'd have to see a preview for it, I guess, to determine how I would feel about it. Um, Andy says, I've missed Found so much and I hope it will come back, but I might check out High Potential because Steve Howie is in season 2. Um, High Potential is really good.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
was
no,
gonna
you're
say,
fine. I know. I love that you're commenting. Don't apologize for so many messages.
even if you didn't know not one person in that show, watch it.
It's fun. It's fun. And again, it's very formulaic. It's the same
Yeah.
kind of style. But what I like about it, and actually reminds me of like it could be on USA Network,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Characters welcome.
definitely.
It could be on USA because it reminds me so much of that era of Psych, Monk, what Suits was at the same time. Was
All
it
my
Suits?
shows.
Yeah. Oh wait, Burn Notice. That was the other one that was out
That's
around
the
that
one I
time.
was just thinking.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
There
They
was
all.
one more. Um,
So it was Suits, Psych, Monk, Burn Notice.
the one I'm thinking of, I think it came out after all of those were already out. It's a
Okay.
female. I can't remember if she was FBI or like I don't think she was a
Yes.
regular police officer. I think she was a hot mess is what she was. And
Wait,
I
wait,
don't
wait, wait,
remember.
wait, 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 wait. Oh, Rizzoli and Isles was another one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
hold
yeah,
on.
yeah.
They're coming back to me now. They're coming back to me now. I'm sorry. I was a USA girl.
Same.
I USA,
So
go
then
back. Go
so
back
then
to
you
what you
watched
were.
um okay,
Oh, she lost it. She lost
the
it. It's
Breakfast
somewhere.
Club movie.
Yeah.
Name the characters. One had
The
uh
actors or the characters?
the actors.
Judd Nelson,
Keep going.
Ali Sheedy.
Keep going.
Um what's his
One of
name
the
from
younger ones.
what's his name from uh what was he was in that he was in that Stephen King show.
That's what I'm trying to get.
Ah, Anthony Michael Hall.
Yep.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Did you watch that? Did you
I
watch
didn't. What was that? The something zone?
the,
Something
the Dead Zone?
the dead zone.
Yeah.
I didn't actually. I didn't. And honestly, he is the one who had the biggest change from when he was a younger guy to then cuz he was unrecognizable to me.
Yeah, that's
As a
true.
teen who
Yeah.
loved The Breakfast Club, like he was unrecognizable to me in that show. It was
Mhm.
crazy. No, but I was very happy to have Ali Sheedy on Psych.
Oh
Psych
yeah.
Psych was like my main one. Like
Yeah,
I
me
love
too.
Psych. I still love Psych. I told Rachel that she should watch it. She now loves Psych.
I was gonna say she's never seen Psych.
She hadn't watched it before, I don't think. If she had, I can't remember, but I bought her Psych earrings when I was at a convention when I went to Spookala. I found
Nice.
earrings of Sean and Gus and I gave
No.
those to her because I thought they were so cool. Um
Every time I talk about Psych, I have to bring up the museum episode because when
the
they were
museum episode.
running from the mummy and they finally made it outside and got to the car, and then Gus was trying to make a U-turn and he kept going.
Yes. I always confuse that episode with the one at the planetarium because they're
Oh
like very
yeah.
similar.
Hmm.
Um anyway, great show. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, so High Potential reminds me of that, which is why I think I
Yeah.
like it. It reminds me of that era of like we were living our best lives then.
Yes, we were.
Monk was so good.
Oh my God.
These are shows that I put on at night, like when I'm going to bed, because I'm just like, I'm gonna feel good if this is playing while I'm sleeping. And
Now I hear
also,
it in my head.
Randy Newman did the theme song. Need I say more?
It's a jungle.
Need I say
It's
more?
a
The Randy Newman. Anyway, writer of the very offensive song Little People. Okay. So, um all right. Then India asked, have we watched The Gilded Age? I just been watched and finished the 3 seasons a couple weeks ago, but this show sounds like something I might want to check out. Okay, that's when I was mentioning that you can watch the show so fast. I don't know that I have watched The Gilded Age or even heard of it. Oh, it's like similar to Downton Abbey. I would maybe watch it actually then. What's it on? Girl, oh, it's on HBO. You tell me. You tell me where it is cuz I'll watch it. Because I really liked Downton Abbey when it first started, but you know what else I really liked? Upstairs Downstairs. That one is you know
Wait,
what?
what is that?
Nobody ever talks about Upstairs Downstairs. And Upstairs Downstairs was great. It was very similar. It was a very similar show. And then also, what was the other one I really liked? Oh, you liked this one too, Tahira, The Paradise, where she works at like a department store, but it's like in like the early 1900s.
Why does that sound
Because you've
familiar?
watched it, we've talked about it before.
Okay.
Yeah,
My brain is just not braining
I
right
know it's
now.
okay. It's okay. Anyway,
I'm trying to get the good okay, let's see. I found it. Former program.
okay. Gilded Age is on HBO Max, and girl, the drama and the storylines are just chef's kiss.
The
All right.
4400.
Oh yeah, I
Did you
loved the
watch the
4400. Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah.
In Plain Sight.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that one.
Oh, okay.
I didn't watch that one, but I do remember it coming on. And you're right, it was at the end. It was at the end of like all of that stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, then India says, I just started the new season of The Proud Family, season 3, I think, and the storylines are more deeper now and realistic. See, this is funny you bring this up. I was literally just talking about The Proud Family last night. I was out to dinner with some friends and we were talking about The Proud Family because I said, I was like, I don't know if I even want to watch it because like I liked it when I was a kid and they ruin things that I liked as a kid. They do it all the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, is this going to be ruined or is it going to be good? I don't want to watch it if it's bad. It's going to ruin my memory of it. Okay, Stumble has Jen Lyon from Claws. Oh girl. I did not ever watch that show because I didn't have the channel at the time, but isn't Niecy Nash in that one?
Yes, but more
Yes.
importantly, Harold Perrineau is in Claws, and oh
That's
my
right.
God,
That's right.
the way I love Dean is ridiculous.
Girl, I love Niecy Nash. I will watch Niecy Nash in anything. I
Yeah,
love
oh my,
her. I love her.
she was so good. Oh, Jen Lyon. Oh, see, I had never seen her in anything before Claws.
Well, she's in Stumble and Sirens, I think, but I will definitely check out High Potential. I love the lead
Wait, she was in
actress.
Sirens? Because I love Sirens.
Yeah, apparently Jen Lyon was.
What?
I guess. I don't know. The Mick was so good. I'm so glad you watched The Mick. No one ever talks about that show. It was good. It was funny. It was funny.
I don't think I watched the news.
It was like a sitcom. It was funny. Um, you've never watched Monk? Oh, girl. Oh, India. We have so much to show you. We have so much to show you.
Yeah.
We have so much to show you. Um, all right. So I would India says me too, Kira. I believe in reference to Harold's character in Claws.
Oh, Teeny.
She was one of the rich friends of the wife, I think, on Sirens, she said.
Oh, okay.
So okay, so here's my thought. We could do High Potential.
It
It would be fun. I do
would
need
be
to
fun.
catch up. I do need to catch up.
Me too.
And I think, let me see. Hold on. Is it even doable? Hold on. Let's see. High Potential season 2 just started. Just started airing. Like what? 3 days ago or something?
Oh,
Yeah, 3 days ago. Hold on. Yes. The next episode airs the 23rd.
nice.
So, and the ratings are great. Oh my gosh, the ratings are phenomenal.
Yeah, I haven't heard anyone say anything bad about that
No,
show.
I'm just surprised by it. My mom actually suggested I watch it. And the ratings are like super high for season 2, which is great. The
Do you also
premiere,
watch Elsie
Elsbeth.
Elsbeth?
Elsbeth. Okay, so India says I need to start watching it like now. I will most definitely watch High Potential this weekend. Okay. All right. Here's what we're gonna do, friends. Obviously, we also still have to do Over the Garden Wall. We said we were going to. We still have to do it.
Mhm.
Bear with me. This might be super weird. Could we? I don't know. You tell me, Kara. Could we do the Over the Garden Wall episode, end the stream, start the second stream for High Potential?
That's what I was thinking too.
Do you feel like that's doable for you in your life right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I would really like to do that. High Potential is fun.
It is.
It's fun. I now have to watch High Potential all weekend. So
Right. Me too.
so I've got to go. I've got to go right now, actually, because we both have to start watching it like now. I did watch it. I've watched quite a few episodes. I watched it with my mom. But I would like to rewatch. I did not finish season 1. I'd like to rewatch it.
Yeah, me
And
either.
then that way I can watch the first episode and be prepared for a stream for next Friday. So I guess what we'll plan on is covering episode 1 and 2 next
Mhm.
week after also doing Over the Garden Wall. So prepare for a double feature from us truly, for a couple weeks. It'll only go until Halloween, and then we'll be down to just the one show. And then Limited Series Lounge will take a hiatus until summer. And I'm going to vote for that instead. And High Potential has great ratings, so that'll stay on.
Yeah.
We're locked in, baby.
Yeah.
We are locked in.
Wait, oh my God, I keep meaning to tell you this, and I always forget because we don't talk about new shows too often.
No, we don't.
Um, oh, I hate it when my brain doesn't work. Okay.
Oh,
Fear the
thank you,
Walking
India.
Dead,
Yes. What about it?
Black Man,
Coleman
not
Domingo,
not Victor.
not Victor. Wes?
Wheelchair
Oh, Chill.
in a new show.
I did see that somewhere. I don't know what the show is.
We've watched it. Like Richie wanted to watch it because
Yeah.
Tim the Toolman Taylor is in it.
Love that. Oh, is it the sitcom?
Mhm.
The one with Kat Dennings?
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. I love Tim Allen, honestly.
Oh yeah.
I don't I don't know who I want to be. Girl, I don't even know what I'm doing for Halloween this year.
Me either.
I
Me
don't even
either.
know. I do not know. I have zero plans as of right now. It's all right. It's far enough away. Is Welcome to Derry starting next month?
Hell yes.
Is that
I
the
watch
second season?
everything Stephen King related, India. So
Is
I
it?
just went to see The Long Walk and I also
Mm.
watched The Institute over the summer.
Is this the second season of Welcome to Derry? Or is this the first season?
No, first season.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, yeah, she's talking about shifting gears. She is talking shifting gears.
Yes. Yes.
Um, oh man. Oh, so many
So
shows.
many shows. Yeah.
That's like I wanted to cover that new Greg Nicotero special effects competition
Oh
show. I wanted
yeah.
to cover that too with Rachel. It's just never gonna happen. You know what I mean?
I
There's
ended
too
up
many things.
watching I ended up binge watching Jeffrey Dean Morgan's show because Janae from Love Island was on
Oh,
there.
Destination X.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, let's wrap this up before there are more shows that I would like to cover because we don't have enough time and I can barely remember to do this. So, okay. So next week, here we go. Next week, 2 streams. They're going to be separate. Why? So I can advertise to the right people. That's why.
Mm.
See season 1, stream 1 will be Over the Garden Wall, episode 5, entitled I don't know, I didn't look. Hold on. Mad Love, entitled Mad Love. We'll be covering that next week at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if we even make it into an hour, around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to go ahead and start a stream for a brand new series that I have not titled yet. And you'll find out next week what it's called, but it'll be about high potential, baby. So let me go and let Takira go so we can go watch High Potential so that we are fully prepared for you next week. Also, I still haven't watched Daryl from this week. I'm behind. I'm behind on
Wait, did
everything.
I watch? Oh no, I did. Because I liked this episode and I liked Carol in the episode.
Ooh, promising. Okay. India, I'm so glad you'll be with us. I think this will be fun. It's a new crime show for us to talk about. How fun for us.
Yes.
Love that. All right. Well, we will go. We love you guys. You're sweet, sweet, perfect angel babies. India, thank you for being here and commenting so much. You are the chat. Girl, you are the chat. You're the chat. Um, other people were here. I love you. I don't know who you are, but I love you, and you're welcome to chime in whenever you want. But you don't have to. No pressure. This is no pressure zone. You can just creep from the outside. I just like envision someone like putting their hand on glass, like slowly.
Do you not wear glasses?
Me? No.
Mm. Oh, I don't know why I feel like I saw
I
you
do.
in
So I
glasses.
do sometimes, but they're blue light glasses. They're just because I get such bad ocular migraines.
Oh, okay.
They're not, but I don't need them. They're just for that reason. I mean, I
Okay.
need them, but not it's not a prescription.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. All right. Okay, love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Join us next week for 2 streams because we're crazy. And we'll see you then. I don't know. We'll see you then. We love you.